It's recording. Okay. Yep.
How's it going, guys? My name is Ruben. I'm sure you're
How's it
doing.
going, guys? This is My name is Eunice Sultan.
We're here to present you our webinar here. We're having technical issues, and we still are, as you can see. But yeah, we're just trying to figure out, what to do here. Give me 1 second. All right, let's see. Well, I guess you know you guys are here because we're part of Trading Notice. I'll tell you my background in trading. I've been trading for about a year and a half now. Made some good money. I used to run another company back in the day called Ascendancy due to partner issues and business, whatnot. Had to leave, and uh, I'm not gonna badmouth them or anything because I know some of you guys on my attend list were used to be there, but we move on. So this is our company right here, Trading Notice. You can see this on our website. You can contact us through email. We always check our email every day. You know, and everybody's asking, oh, what is Forex? We have a little video right here. So you guys also follow us on Instagram, and we have a Facebook page you guys could like. We also have a free signal chat, which we give about 1 or 2 signals a day, and pretty much we just try to do things. Um, Everybody knows that my goal is to, I'm not gonna say destroy, but let's just say end MLM companies. When I first started trading, yes, I did. I was part of those MLM companies and whatnot. And I'm not gonna say the company because I don't want to get sued, but I was part of that company. I didn't like how it was run, and I figured I'll just go my own route and do my own thing and do my studying. And people always ask, how do you have the capacity to do that? It's all about mental toughness and meditation. And sometimes you just have to meditate to get things through. And that's pretty much. Right now we're offering 3 memberships, as you can see, free, basic, platinum, platinum, and yeah. Let's see where she is.
Would you want me to talk about my background as well now?
Yes, you go ahead.
All right, guys. So my name is Eunice. I've been trading for about 5 to 6 months now, and believe it or not, when I first started trading, I was actually kind of in your position right now. I was taking signals day after day, week by week, and it was okay. It was profitable, and depending on what signal service you signed up. But I ended up joining a kind of a mentorship program under a guy named Ted Safranco, and his Instagram is Uncle Ted actually, and he's one of the very few real genuine Forex gurus, I guess you could say, that still out there today. And just started learning about trading, and trading really, it's nothing extremely difficult if you just really put in the work, put in the time. And I was able to meet people like Ruben, the other presenter here, and we were able to start trading those together. And we've been up for about 2 weeks now live, and we're also it's been going pretty well lately. We've gotten a few members to sign up. Right now, we're just focusing on promotion and just getting the site out there to the people. And if you've ever been part of a different signal service, sorry, my phone just keeps going off with all these messages. If you've ever been part of a different signal service, a lot of signal services, they don't really care about you. Basically, they just want their monthly payments, and then they'll take their monthly payments and just give you, really signals that they're just kind of guessing and gambling on. And at Trading Notice, what we really strive on is quality over quantity. So I'd rather do 5 trades a week that when I trade I'm 90% confident in than 20 trades a week that I'm only 40 or 50% confident in. It's really about trading with a clear mind and a lot of confidence, and it's very mental game. And a lot of signal providers, you won't see a chat or webinars these days because, again, they're mostly just giving out signals here and there, left and right. They don't really put any time, any effort in it, and they really don't really have a support system for their members. A lot of guys that run signals are I've seen guys that are anonymous, like they don't say their name or anything because they just want they're basically just out for the money. But yeah, as Ruben said, what we have is the first level of membership is 0 USD. It's a free signal service. It's about 1 to 2 signals a week, just to if you just want to try this out for a few weeks before you decide you want to actually put any payments down. Yeah, so the first one, 0 USD, you can expect 1 to 2 signals per week. Then we also have the basic membership, which is the 50 USD a month, and these are just signals. A lot of people really prefer this membership just because they just want their signals, and that's cool too. But the platinum membership is probably where you're going to get the most value in terms of just trading. If you actually want to learn how to trade on your own eventually, signals are good too, just to get a baseline and see what other people are looking at. But the platinum membership we offer kind of what you're seeing right now with the webinars. This webinar was just open to everyone just because it's our first one and we just want to get our name out there. And what you're going to get is the signals as well, but you're also going to get the interactive group chat where we're just answering any kind of questions or concerns that you have. We're also posting educational resources like books and videos. I also have my own scalping method. We usually just post swings, but I also have my own scalping method that I've been tweaking for the past couple months. That's been pretty profitable so far. It's about 90% profitable, maybe a little more. And I'll probably post that in the Telegram soon. We don't post scalps just because scalps are a lot harder to post as signals with the spreads and the brokers and the time that you view the signals at. But yeah, that's basically it for now. I think I'm gonna get Ruben to come back on. We're gonna talk a little bit about charting. Ruben's muted right now. Um,
Yes, I am here. Charting. Alright, this is a Forex chart. As you guys can see, it looks fancy, it looks colorful, but that's all my indicators and stuff that I have on here. Everybody asks, oh, what is the best indicator? The best indicator for me is the candlestick. I have all these fancy indicators just to help me out. I just use them as information, but in the end, you know, the candlestick is what is the best. And everybody asks, oh, what is this blue line and what is this blue line? Those are my support and resistance. This is on the 4-hour time frame. This is the higher time frame for me. Personally, I think the higher time frames makes it more accurate to trade. Um, I just love to trade in general. The higher transfers for swings. Everybody asks, "Oh, what is this?" This is all the news and stuff. So ignore that. So yes, this is all my indicators, all my stuff. But as you see, today I missed this trade, which I was very upset with myself. As you guys can see, USD CAD hit a major support for the 4-hour. About, let's see. All right, for me, the 4 hours is 2610. I live in the Pacific Standard Time. So this is the 6 hour. This is at 6 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, or, yes. I don't know if that's correct, Eunice. Am I wrong? I
sorry.
don't know if this is. This is the 6. 6, 10, 2, 2, 6, 10, 2, 6, 10. Oh, 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Never mind. Anyways, yes. This is a 4-hour chart. For me, it's 2 6 10, but yeah, uh, pretty much.
Um,
Everybody asks, "Oh, what are these fancy little?" I'm guessing dots. That's a SAR. It's a little indicator that I have. But yes, I missed this trade today because, as you guys can see, this is the resistance right here. It's a major resistance. It has tested one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 times, I believe. Let's see. Always, well, when I chart, I usually always look left to see previous history, the chart. And as you guys can see, it's a major resistance. The other day I was trading this. This is why I have these rectangles here. Because I was just buying here, and I'll take profit here, and I'll sell here, and then buy here again. Like I literally did that like during that week, which I believe was the 12th to the 19th.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was a profitable week for me. And this is my favorite pair, just because I have friends in Canada um, that trade this pair all the time. So yeah. Other
Ruben,
than that,
mind if I just say something?
yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so if you look at Ruben's charts, if you're a new trader, you might really get really overwhelmed by what's going on. You might be asking yourself, what's all these colors and lines? But if you really just look at it, he's not really doing anything special, really. Trading is pretty simple when you actually understand everything. As you can see, like with support and resistance lines, those horizontal blue lines, that's basically lines that we see a lot of reversals happen. So if you look at these blue lines, the top one, you can see when it hits that blue line, it keeps going down. So that's what we call a resistance line. If any of you traders don't know what any of this is called, I'll link a link for a website called babypips.com, which is it basically just takes you from uh Forex 101 to Forex 1001, which is basically what our friend Ted likes to call it. But yeah, so basically the reason we're showing you these charts is because we want you to see what we see so that you can even make suggestions on yourself. We have the interactive chat where you can actually post your charts as well. And that's basically what our goal is. Our goal isn't just to provide the signals. Our goal is to just educate all of our members and just try and see what we're seeing, which not really any other signal service shows that these days.
Yes, I actually want people to learn. Like I said, my mission is to destroy MLM companies that provide this fruitopia, Forex. Oh yeah, I could teach you the secret path. I could teach you the secret way. I could teach you this auto trader.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
no secrets, guys.
there is no secret. There's no pay me 300. No, there's like, I mean, there is mentorships and stuff that are good. Um, but I believe that people should learn. And then at the end of the day, the only way of entry is to just grind it out and learn and put the education in. There's no shortcuts in life. Not even in life, there's shortcuts, I believe. But that's pretty much our philosophy. Our philosophy, I'm a swing trader personally, so I'll hold trades for a while. I usually do. Um, except,
Yeah,
last week,
most signals are swings. Just because
yeah,
they're more long-term trades.
yeah, swing. We do swing trades because it's more long term. And so, and you have to consider other people in our company as well when they're gonna put in the signal. Sometimes I get a bit earlier than all you guys combined, and I just write it out just so
Hmm.
I can see where you guys are at. That's what I did in the other company as well. So sometimes my
But
entries are a bit off than yours, but that is why.
yeah, if you want to know basically what we do is whenever one of our analysts has an idea, we all look at it, we all decide if we like the trade before we really put in the quality and the time to really think about the quality of the signal if we're gonna put it up before we actually post it.
Yes,
Um, Ruben, do you want to bring in Ted to talk about it? Talk now,
yes,
or
yeah,
if he's ready?
yes.
Yeah, I'll go ahead, guys. So good evening, good afternoon. My name is Ted. As Ruben and Eunice sort of introduced me, I do run a webinar series, and Eunice actually did my webinar course and actually participates in all my chat rooms. Ruben and I are good friends through the internet. We actually haven't met yet, but he's actually part of my private trading group, which I established about 8 months ago now, just to sort of reiterate and capitalize on what Eunice and Ruben were talking about. I think coming on here tonight, they did invite me, and I want to endorse this. Me being a trader now for about a year, I think it's important for new students and also for new traders to weed through what I would consider a lot of noise in the Forex industry, mainly with multi-level marketing, network marketing. Once again, I think Ruben did say this as well. It's not necessarily a bad thing if that's what you're into, if you're in towards network marketing. But remember, at the end of the day, if you're looking to be a trader, similar to if you're looking to prepare for a specific course or subject in anything that you're doing, you really want to make sure that you're working with the best possible people that have your best interest in mind. And really with network marketing, a lot of people make most of their money off of the residual income, because essentially what you're doing is you're selling a service. You're not teaching people how to trade. And I think that's where the lines get blurred in terms of people selling multi-level marketing and even sometimes signals. Is, there is a mentality that the more people you can get in terms of your signal providing or for multi-level marketing, the more money you're going to make. But let it be known, the more times that you do something that is not, I would say, on the right side of the tracks, eventually it's going to catch up with you. And I think it's important, and my groups especially know this. I do manage over 100 traders right now, and I have my last webinar at coming up this Sunday, as I'm too busy now with other projects to continue on my education. So that's why I'm sort of talking tonight, to really pass the torch to Eunice and Ruben as well. I fully endorse what they do. It's important that you have the right people managing your ship and also leading you down that right path. I think a lot of people are jaded by, social media in terms of what is presented as a trader, the cars, the trips, the money, all those photos. You really have to cut through that. And I think when you start working with real traders, you'll start to see that it is a grind. Not every single signal is going to work for you in your trading plan. I know Ruben and Eunice will do a lot of education as well, and that's a benefit to you as well. It's not necessarily, saying you don't need to take their signals, and I've used Ruben's signals a lot, and Ruben and I have worked a lot together in our chat room over the last 6 to 8 months. And his signals are really good, but there are, once again, signals that you may not want to take because they don't match up with your trading plan, and that's perfectly fair, because as they stated earlier, you want to use quality over quantity. So, if Eunice and Ruben and their trading notice team are sending out, 5 or 6 signals a week, and you find that there are only 3 signals that are, to your trading plan, then just take those 3. There's no point of trying to push yourself to take trades that you're unfamiliar with or work with pairs that you're unfamiliar with, because as a trader you're looking to make sure that you're always in a profitable situation. And that's one thing that I've stressed in my webinar groups, and I stress that on my webinar as well, is understanding yourself as a trader and understanding what you want to achieve is ultimately going to define your success. And working with people that are having your best interests in mind and that will take the time to work with you on a daily basis will ultimately make you a profitable trader and also make you successful. Once again, you have to put in that time, and Eunice and Ruben will never guarantee success, as I never guarantee successes either. But what we do guarantee, and I will speak on their behalf, I think they'll agree with me, is if you're willing to put in the effort, they will put in the effort alongside you. Once again, this is not something that is easy. This is something that will be very difficult for you to do, and there's no smoke and mirrors here. A lot of people do fail at trading, but those failures can be easily identified and easily corrected if you have the proper mindset and you are willing to move forward with the proper education, and ultimately if you're honest with yourself. I mean, there's no point of working with Eunice and Ruben if they're going to provide you information and you're not going to follow that information. Or if you're going to look at a signal that was sent out and, if it doesn't go the right way, you're going to believe that, they're not, good traders or profitable traders. We all have losing trades. We all have signals that go the wrong way. No trader is ever going to be 100% profitable. And being on social media over the last year, you do see a lot of signal providers just providing winning signals or showing off the signals that they have won, and they never show signals that have gone the wrong way. And I think the industry as a whole, and once again with MLM being mixed into it, you have that sense of fallacy when it comes to being profitable, that everything that gets sent out is profitable and every single trader out there is making good money, and that's not the case. It's a lot of hard work, it's a lot of dedication to the craft, and you will be putting in more time and more hours than a regular job. And once again, that's another myth, that trading gives you freedom. Trading gives you freedom in the sense that you're able to do what you want when you want, but you really define your own success, and your effort will then also define that as well. So, I mean, hopefully everyone on this webinar right now, and obviously in the recording when they do listen to this and they do see this afterwards, really take that to heart and really, not only challenge themselves, but, also work really well with Ruben and Eunice and their team to really excel themselves. Because I know out of all the traders that I have in my webinar groups, and Eunice being one of them, and a lot of the other people on this webinar right now, and also in the Signal group, people become profitable because they put the time and the effort in, not reinventing the wheel, not making it overly complex, but just really working with somebody day to day, day in and day out, with a group that's solid and that will enhance you and ensure that you're successful over the long term. But you might not find that you're successful right away, but that success will come as you put more and more effort into it. And I mean, once again, everyone progresses at their own rate, but it's important that you identify flaws or identify challenges that you're having with trading and really bring them forward to your mentor, or in this case, the Signal group, so that they can assist you and make sure that you're getting the most out of your membership, whatever level you choose. So I think, I mean, I don't know if you guys want to say any more, but I think that really will help you and explain, what you guys are doing moving forward.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that, Ted. Just another thing I want to add into one of the things I caught onto what Ted said is about a lot of other signal groups. They'll be posting a lot about the winning trades, and you almost never see anyone post their losing trades. And if you follow Ted, Uncle Ted on Instagram, what you'll see is that he posts every single position, every single order that he's ever been in a trade. He'll actually post, and that's basically what we're gonna start doing as well. So every trade, every signal, once it closes, we'll be posting on our Instagram page because unlike a lot of other signal groups, we have nothing to hide when it comes to our results. If we lose trades, so be it. It happens. If we lose two trades, three trades in a row, it happens, and it's really up to you if you want to decide what to do once you see our results. If you want to join, again, there's nothing wrong with just joining the free signal group at the beginning, or even I'm a part of a few free signal groups. Free signals are just a good way to see how the market's moving, what other people are looking at. So again, what Ted said, you really define your own success. If you just want to just follow, free signals the whole time, then there's nothing wrong with that at all. Just make sure that whatever you choose, whatever path you choose, you're going to get the results uh, that you deserve in terms of the amount of work that you put in. So I think we can bring back Ruben in right now. Ruben, is there anything else you wanted to add? I know Ruben's playing around with the charts. You can see on the screen with the Euro Jap. I think Ruben's muted. Ruben, you're muted right now. I think you might be talking by accident. Just a second, guys. Ruben just messaged me saying he can't unmute himself. Weird. Um, let's see. Oh,
Oh,
there we go. There we go,
there we go.
Ruben.
Sorry. Sorry. think you're right. Yes, yes. Audio connection was pretty off. Well, let's see. What should I have there? Oh yes, about the webinars. We will be hosting live trading. As you guys can see, I'll probably host the New York sessions. To help you guys during the New York. So that's like 5 a.m. my time, Pacific Standard. So about 8 o'clock. They'll run 3 hours. As you guys can see, my charts are colorful and fancy. If you guys want, information how I make this chart, colorful and fancy, then you can give me a call. But this is just to help my visualization. Many of you guys use the MetaTrader charts. I use these charts just because it's a little bit better on my eyes, and I feel like the MetaTrader charts are kind of 1980s-ish. But yeah, I just can't wait to start with you guys and show you on this journey that you guys want to go to. But at the end of the day, the work and the grind is the shortcut, and winners learn to love their grind. And sometimes, patience, persistence, and hard work isn't the shortcut we want, but it's the only way, and it's the barrier to entry. As Uncle Ted said, yes, this gives you, financial freedom in a sense if you do this the right way. But you'll still need to put in the time and effort, to make your money. Like, if you're gonna take this as a career and be like a professional trader and do this as a living, it takes a lot of hard work and you lose a lot of sleepless nights. Like, it's just part of your job. Like, you're gonna work hard in a 9 to 5, but you're gonna work from home, and sometimes the markets are very slow. Like at the beginning of last week, it was very rough. Like nothing will follow it, and it was because of NFP, and it was crazy. And it reminded me of the last 2 weeks of August, which I should have taken off because those weeks were hard. And sometimes you just have to take rest with this career and get your mental focus in and your mental meditation in. Just because mental toughness is real, and if you're gonna do forex, the number one question I'll ask you is, what is your vision for trading? Like, what do you want to do with it? Do you want it to as a career? Are you gonna dedicate 8 hours at a time to do it, or do you want it as a hobby? It's up to you. Um, but I mean, uh, it all depends on you, honestly. I mean, we'll be there to mentor you and guide you along the way and hopefully we teach you. But it's all on you. And I always said, you be you. If you want to do this as a career, then you got to put in the time, 8, 12 hours a day. If you want this as a hobby, then, do a little bit at a time. And it's all up to you. And sometimes I just wonder what people are doing with their lives. Like, why are they doing these, the residuals, and they say, oh, I teach people to trade. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, how do you teach them? By referring people? Like, I just don't believe in that company philosophy at all. Um, Even though I was part of that at one time. I wasn't very successful at it, but I just didn't want. I just feel like I was cheating people out of their money, and I don't really believe in that in any sense or form. If I'm gonna provide a service, I'm gonna give 100% of my time. And as far as the signals chats and telegrams and all that, as you guys can see, me, Eunice, and the rest are always on that 24/7. So you guys ever have any questions or anything, any concerns, you can either Facebook me or Telegram me or anything, and we'll answer it as soon as I can, as soon as I see it. And
Yeah, we also have a Facebook page, Trading Notice, and we also have an Instagram page at Trading Notice that you guys are welcome to follow. Ruben, you mind if you go back to the charts, can you go back to the charts real quick?
yes,
And go on the U.S. dollar Japanese yen daily.
okay,
Go on the daily.
the
And you
daily.
can
I
see,
don't.
yeah, we're at a resistance right now.
As you can see, I don't trade the daily. It all depends. Um, I mean, you can see the day. I mean, if you want to be a day trader, then yes, you use lower time frames to trade. Um, I learned from Akil Stokes. He's a good friend of mine. I'm on Facebook. I talk to him all the time. And he's a day trader that does it, on the 15 minute, on the 1 minute, and and I just like to do swings of the 4 hour and the big trades, since I just like to let the trade run. Um, but yeah, it is at a resistance though.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm really into scalping as well. Scalping, if you guys have never heard the term scalping, scalping is more of a short-term trade. So you'd be using anywhere from the 1 minute chart, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, and then there's also swings. Swings are longer-term trades where you use the time frames like the 4 hour, or the daily, or maybe even the weekly sometimes. But it's mostly the 4 hour and the daily that swing trades usually work off of. So yeah, if you see, I was looking at U.S. dollar, Japanese. We've been now on the GPP USD as well.
I just dropped though, man. That was intense.
Yeah, we're not going to be touching anything with the Greek and pound probably
Yeah.
for a little while, just because of the
Brexit.
fundamentals.
Yes.
Yeah,
4 hour. Let's see, 30 minute. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to ask us in the
oh
questions.
yeah, if you guys look at the webinar chat at the bottom, you should be able to ask any questions that we can answer.
Okay, hold on. I have a couple here. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on, let me make this bigger. It says for your signals, do you provide entry price or just where to take profit and set loss? Um, I'll provide you my entry point. Um, how I enter it, as I told you, I told everyone a couple of times. I usually enter a bit earlier than you guys, just because that's just my style, and but I will provide an entry price if it's like a buy stop, a sell limit, and stuff like that. Um, it all really depends, on yourself, Uh, for and
Yeah,
you
usually.
know, I usually do a risk reward ratio. Like, say we're going for 150 pairs, I'll risk 50, just to give us a 1 to 3, and stuff like that. It all depends too where it is at, the resistance, the support levels also. I think entry, you gotta time it correctly. Sometimes you get into early, it'll go against you, but I mean, either way, like Forex, sometimes you could have all the right indicators, all the right entries, all the right, everything's indicating you to sell, and it just goes up, and it's just the market makers, but usually it does respect it, but sometimes there's news, sometimes there's things that happen in the world that we can't control, and it's out of our way. So but yeah, I'll provide it if it's a buy stop, a sell stop, or a buy limit or sell limit. But I'll provide you my entry price if you want it. It all depends up to you, Michael.
Yeah, usually if it's not an order, if it's just if there's no entry level, that means it's a market execution, which means that whenever we posted the actual signal at that time, that's when we would have entered. If you Just to bring up what Ruben also talked about in terms of risk to reward ratio, if you look a lot of our signals, let's say a signal has a 5 to 1 risk to reward ratio, that means that we could lose 4 trades in a row, and then if we just win 1 trade, we're still profitable. So that's one of our trading styles that we do, which is actually quite rare with other MLM projects. If you look, I've seen auto traders that run with a 3 to 1 drawdown, which means that let's say you're trying to get 50 pips, you'd go through 150 pips in the opposite direction just to profit, which is dangerous in the long run. So yeah, in terms of the signals, um, again, don't be afraid to ask any questions if you're part of the interactive chat. You know, Ruben, when did you enter? Eunice, what's the stop loss for this? Whatever. And just any kind of question. I know a lot of people might be shy at first, but um, we're just regular people just doing the same thing that you are. So yeah, Ruben, any more questions? Ruben's muted right now.
All right. So, do you have to buy those currencies before you trade them? I don't know how to answer that. It says, do you
I
have to
think I
buy
know
this?
what he means. I think you know. So no, so basically how that's more of a basic Forex. How it works is that you can either buy or sell a currency pair. So basically what that means is if we're looking at the chart right now, US dollar, Japanese yen, what it means by buy is that if you buy the pair, it means that you're predicting that the value is going to go up. So if you were to buy the US dollar, Japanese yen, you're essentially thinking that the base pair, which is the US dollar, is going to strengthen, which is going to cause the US dollar Japanese yen to go up in value. If you were to sell the US dollar Japanese yen, it means that you think that the value of the US dollar is going to go down, which would cause so basically which would cause the Japanese yen less Japanese yen to buy the US dollar. So that's basically what selling is. So if you look at it in a more basic way, if you buy, it means you think that you need more Japanese yen to buy a US dollar. If you sell, it means that you think that you need less Japanese yen to buy to get the US dollar. Um, yeah, I don't know how to really just make it simple. Basically, what you're trying to think is buy, you think the pair is going to go up. You think there's going to be more green candlesticks. If you sell, you think it's going to go down. So red candlesticks or bearish candlesticks. Yeah, then we also have the basic video, what is Forex? If you want to watch that, that's probably the first question you probably someone would probably ask us that's new to trading. So
Yeah, don't
yeah, you
don't
can watch
worry
that
about
video.
if you're new.
Also,
If you guys are new and want to ask questions, go ahead. We'll answer them. I don't really mind answering questions. Uh, but it all depends on you. You know, we have this like we have this video right here. We included on our website at www.tradingnotice.com. You know, if you scroll down, you know, past our quote we like, you can see it like right above it. This is our video right here. You guys can play it. I don't know if you guys can see it right now. You know, it like introduce you like if you ever travel to a foreign country, you know, how does your money work, you know? And it's like if you stay in Europe for like a month, like if you stay there for a month, you know, and you convert your U.S. dollars to euro, there, you know, if you come back to the U.S., it either your euro you either appreciate with the dollar or you depreciate. That's what it is. It's all up to you, you know. It says, with swings, how far into profit do you move your stop loss to break even or profit position? I tend to go for big profits. Um, Usually, I'll move my stop loss to break even and 50 standard pips. And just let it run because it's a risk-free trade, or I just put in like 5 pips of profit, or it all depends. It's up to you. It's your trading plan, though. If you want to, like, you know, set your stop loss after 50 standard pips to 25 pips, you can go right ahead, you know. But
usually we'll tell you what we're doing. So we'll keep you updated with any modifications we make to the trade, like we moved our stop loss or we moved our take profit or we moved our
we
stop
took
loss to break even.
we took
Yeah,
profit, yeah.
yeah,
And
etc.
that's
Uh,
yeah. And if we ever get out of trade early, you know, we take a small loss. I prefer honestly to take a 10 standard pip loss than a 50. I think that's why most traders fail. They don't not know how to take losses. I know that in my other company, that was a problem with a lot of people. They're like, oh, they'll start complaining, like, oh, I'm losing pips. And, you know, we got out early. You know, we tell them, get out at 10 pips, and they'll let it run to stop loss. You know, we told them to get out, you know, and, you know, it's all about being disciplined, and, you know, discipline matters, you know, and if you're not disciplined, then you're not gonna be good at trading, you know, and that's why most traders fail. You know, oh, they enter too early, oh, I'm gonna miss the trade, or oh, I have to do it this now or I'm gonna miss the trade. No, it's all about patience. You know, usually I do not trade Sundays or Mondays anymore. I used to trade like crazy and go crazy, and I think I got lucky a couple times, but I used to be a crazy trader back then. And you know, once I joined this private group, I started being more disciplined, like you know, and it all depends. Like it's just what you want. Yes, Baby Pips is a good website to begin.
Yeah,
How
I'm
much?
posting it
All
on the
right.
chat right now.
How much money do you need to start investing? Um, it all depends on you. You know, you do not risk money. Uh, uh,
I'd say at least a few $100.
it all. Well, I mean, you're not gonna risk money you cannot afford losing. You know, and that's something you have to see. Is any investment is high risk. It's always is gonna be, and just something that you just have to deal with. Um, but you just have to like set what you want to invest. I started with $1,000, so and I ran it up. I also did $100 challenge as well, which I was successful. But I mean, I'm not gonna give you like um, I'm not gonna tell you, oh, you're gonna make $1,000 into like 10K in 1 week. You know, I'm not gonna provide you false promises. Um, I did the $100 challenge into 100K. I've done that. Um, it's pretty fun. That was fun. That was a
Um,
lot of grinding though.
yeah.
Uh,
If I want to add something, in terms of risk management, most forex traders they don't risk anywhere. They'll risk anywhere from 1 to 5% of their total account equity on the trade. So, don't go, don't go risking like 25% of your account on one trade, because then you lose a couple of trades and there you've blown your account. So make sure you're using proper risk management as well.
And
So,
I think I'll add something to you guys as well. I think, everyone here, I don't know people's ages, but I mean, myself, being in my late 30s, I know these guys are a lot younger than me. There is a misconception among people in their 20s and early 30s that you're expected to perform at a certain level or earn a certain amount of money. I think, sort of what Ruben touched on was the mental capacity and the understanding that you need in Forex is the only competition that you do have is with yourself. I know a lot of the marketing side of Forex using MLM once again as an example, they talk about, the banks give you interest at 3% a year, and if you trade Forex, you can make more than 3%. And obviously that's correct, but I mean, take it into context. Sort of what Eunice pointed out is if you're starting with your account with $200, there's no reason why you should try and push that account to higher limits right away. It's going to take you a longer time to grow a smaller account where, if you go from a $200 account, it may take you 6 months or 5 months to go to $2,000, but it might only take you another week to go from 2,000 to 3,000. Obviously, as you compound your account and as you increase your lot size relative to the risk of the account, you'll see that dramatic increase. But here's the ultimate thing. A lot of people on my Instagram, they see that I do $10 lots. I started at the bottom as well because if you can't trade consistently at a 5-cent lot or a 10-cent lot, you're not going to be able to trade consistently at a $5 lot or a $10 lot. So it's very important as a trader to understand that yes, everybody wants to trade full time and everybody wants that financial freedom, but don't feel obligated to trade full time off of $200 or don't take your last $500 to trade. Maybe you do have to work part time or maybe you do have to hold down a job as you're trading. It's perfectly acceptable. Once again, the only person that you're competing with is yourself. And obviously, you're joining this webinar tonight and you're in the trading notice group. You're signing up for signals because you do want to improve, but that's a gradual process. So if it takes you a year or 2 years to become a successful trader, if you look at that over the long term, over the next 10 or 20 years of your life, you're making that sacrifice now to build yourself up later. Don't get caught up in the hype of, you can make quick money very fast. A lot of us will agree, and I know Ruben said this previously, and I'll say this again. I was sleeping 4 hours a night for about 6 months of the year when I first started trading, because essentially what I was doing was I was reading, I was studying charts, I was reading message boards, I was reading forums, I was networking with other real traders, not going into the networking of Forex marketers, but I was getting that information and I was putting that time in. So now when people see me trade effortlessly and sort of what I put in, my Instagram posts is that's a combination of a lot of hours of work. That's a lot of information that I've processed and I've been able to put into my trading plan and work day in and day out. And I know Eunice can testify to this, and so can Ruben, is they're putting in quality hours every day. But that's not to mean that you can't be successful if you don't. It just means that your timeline for success will be a little bit longer if you're only putting in a couple hours a day. You have to be realistic with your goals and your expectations with your account.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to add to that, a good way to look at trading is not to look at the dollar value as well that you're making. It's to look at the amount of pips that you're actually getting. So let's say you have two traders who, one trader does a $10 lot, let's say like Ted, and the other trader does a 10-cent lot. The 10-cent lot trader, let's say, makes 5,000 pips a week, but the other trader with the $10 lot only made maybe 500 pips. The Theoretically speaking, in terms of who was the more efficient trader, the person with the more pips was actually able to take more from the market, not in dollar value, but in pip value, and that's a very good way to look at it, especially when you're starting out. Don't look at the dollar value that you're making, but look at the amount of pips that you're getting per week. Uh, See that Ted, do you want to add? Oh no, Ted, do you want to add something? Because you're unmuted. Ruben's also unmuted now too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm here.
Okay.
Um, all right, so I'll show you my screen now. I was trying to find this website. As you guys can see, this is the website I put on the Trading Notice link if you're there. This is a good website to have. It's on myfxbook.com. It's a Forex calculator, position size. So let's say you have $1,000. Your risk is 2%. And it's 50 pips. And let's say you're trading. My favorite pair of all time. This is my favorite pair. That's because I love Canada. Um, USD CAD, and yeah, they'll tell you, what's your lot size if you're just gonna risk, if you're gonna only risk 2%, and this is what I want people to use. People don't risk that much, 3%. I know Ted uses big lots because he has a big account. Yeah, I could do that, Eunice. You go ahead.
All right. Thank you.
Um, yeah, I'll close it out. I'm almost done. Well, I mean, wish he was here, but anyways, yeah, this is just a position size calculator I use. I know Ted uses big lots because we have big accounts. I use big lots as well because I have a big account. But I mean, if you only started with 1,000, just risk only 2% on any trade, and it all depends on your um, trade them, and but there's a lot of misconceptions about like the compounding and and I use this calculator all the time to show people, oh, let's say you start with $100, you only make what 5% ROI. You only do it for what 5 years. Let's see. See, you'll get, you know, you won't get much, but I mean, but of course, as you make more money, you're gonna put more risk. Your risk gets higher and higher, and the desire it's all up to you, honestly. But I mean, I'll use your resources. I'll use this position set calculator if I was you. I'll use this compounding calculator just as a goal set, but don't be obsessed with the result. If you don't get what it says here precisely, don't obsess over it. You gotta learn to make goals and not be obsessed with the outcome. If you're off by like $1, don't do a goofy trade just to get there. Just be confined, be conformed with that trade, and move on. And that's what people need to understand. Let's see. Any questions? I know my buddy Eunice had to leave because he's in school. Scalping analysis. I'm not much of a scalper, so I can't really give you analysis. I mean, we'll do analysis on the webinars. If you're signed up through our website, and you're a premium member and you paid the $90 a month, we will be doing webinars. I don't sleep much during the week. I only sleep like 4 hours a week, hours a day actually, and I've been getting more and more sick thanks to that. But I love the grind too much that I'll make that sacrifice. So I mean, I'll do units as a scalper. I'm not much. What I look for is just like patterns and candlestick patterns, and and that's what matters to me. I mean, I could do advanced formations, but I think it'll be unfair to my people that pay, to let me show that, and I want to start slowly showing people how to do advanced formations, like all this bad formation and stuff. But I mean, it's all just support and resistance lines, and if you buy a TV here, at this support level, it goes up here in price, because people, end of the day, the markets are moved by psychology, um, and the psychology of the market is what makes, the market move. It's people. If people are here, take the volume right here, everyone's buying, and the consensus, it's a buy. It's gonna go up because of it. It's right near the support line. It's not gonna overcome that line. It's overcome a couple times. Um, let's see, shows right here. Do you have any websites you guys recommend? Um, do you have any websites? I have a bunch of websites. There's babypips.com is the best. That's to start with the one-on-one training. There's our website as well, trainingnotice.com. I feel in the future I will start doing like a beginner series. Don't know when I'll start doing that, but I will go step by step by step and show people how to do it. But it's gonna take me a while to see and understand what people need, because it takes me a while to see what people need. Because I understand it in my mind, but I don't understand how you guys work your mind, and it's gonna take me a while to learn how to teach it. But there's a lot. Learn to trade the markets. Another one, babypiz.com, um, myfxbook.com with those calculators, um, and for trading, forexfactory.com, and the circle trading. Funny. What kind of leverage? Yes, I will be doing live classes. Problem is, if I do live classes, I live in California. I don't know how many people live in California. I live in Orange County, so it's kind of hard for me to do classes when I'll just do it on webinars and host people here and have people do tutorials. Yes, I'll probably do a tutorial on Forex later on. I actually wrote a book. I'm not finished with it. I'm not finished with it at all. I am finished with it, but it's not as how well I wanted it. What kind of leverage would you recommend for a new trader? I would recommend the lowest leverage possible. There's my personal broker I use is Traders Way and FX Choice. Those are my two brokers. I used to be with FBI. Nobody knows what the FBI is. It's Forex Broker Inc. I used to be with them, but then I got off of them just because I was finding like some shady ass reviews online. And yes, another website I recommend if you guys want to get into trading is forexpeacearmy.com. What is Forex Peace Army? Forex Peace Army is an educational website that tells you, unbiased information about brokers, and say you want to go like FX Choice, my broker of choice, Traders Way, you just search them, or you go right here, you go review ratings of Forex brokers and services. We will be here in the future just because I want our company to be here under as you can see, the signals and expert bias and magic accounts. I would love to be here, but we're not well known yet. But that's one of my goals. But right here, there's a bunch of brokers, based on star level. I recommend you go for 4 stars or above. I know FX Choice is above 4.5 stars. It all depends on you. Your leverage should be the lowest possible. I have a leverage of one. I used to have a leverage of 1 to 1,000 back when I first started, and it's just that I could manage that leverage. But other than that, like I feel like people should start with the lowest leverage. Like, they shouldn't go high. And let's see, I have a question. Don't see. And that's what I would do. I'll go with the 1 or 200 leverage or 1 on 100 just to get you started. But before you guys get started in Forex, do not do real money. Please, I beg you, not do real money. Um, do a demo account. Don't be scared of doing a demo account. But of course, don't be claiming you make all that money if you're doing a demo account. So no, I mean, you could be like, oh, there's the power of Forex, and I see it all this time, with this big lots of 100.0 and this, but brokers don't allow that type of liquidity. That's why my buddy Ted uses 10.0 just because liquidity, even though he has a big account. I use 1.0 all the time. Um, so that's like $10 a paid lot. Um, but I mean, it's all up to you guys what you guys want to do. But I recommend the lowest leverage. Let's see. Yes, I'll be doing a live uh, webinars later on. Tutorials on Forex. Yes, I'll probably do that later. There's a lot of planning to do. Like I said, I only sleep 4 hours a day, and I'm always thinking of ideas to improve trading notice. Let's see. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. I'll just wrap this up. Let's see, USD Jappy. Not much. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So I expect more during London. I don't expect much now since um, let's see if you guys have any other questions about. If you want to ask questions about myself, about Ted, about his webinar, just let me know. Let's see, I'm looking at pairs right now. I'm waiting for his 4-hour counter right here. Let's see where this pair is going to go. Huh, it dropped massive. Well, guys, you guys have any other questions before I wrap it up? Let's see. I know my buddy left because he had an important test for his college class. This webinar will be recorded. I will have it on YouTube. I'll try to put it on YouTube or Dropbox. I haven't decided yet. For people to know, but yes, my name is Ruben. I am one of the owners of Trading Notice. This is Trading Notice. It's our company right here. Me and Eunice started this together. I used to own a single service a couple weeks ago. Didn't work out. I had to leave. But at the end of the day, you move on. And we have 3 services. The third one is for live training. If you guys have any questions, just contact us on an email. And this is my service is up to you guys. It's what you guys want. So so let me know. And it all depends what you guys want. Just email me and we'll try to figure out a way for me to provide you the best service. I'm always looking for people to critique me. I think it makes me a better trader, it makes me a better person, makes me a better everything. And I'm just trying to make people understand that this is a hard job. This is not a 9 to 5 where you won't sleep. I only sleep 4 hours a day and I get sick all the time. But I just love the grind and love the focus, and I am taking 2 weeks off of trading just so I can go to Canada and visit my friends. And well, I probably won't take it off, but I mean I will trade less while I'm there, just because I want to make it as a vacation for my hard work and dedication for the year, and plan my goals for next year, and that's pretty much it. All right, guys, I'll wrap this up in 5 minutes. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I'm sorry, I couldn't do analysis. I would love to see. I just don't like anything right now, personally. um, I like Euro Jappy though. Jappy, but it's gonna take a while to get there. Should be good by probably tomorrow. If it adjusts this line goes up again, but all right, no problem, Michael. Hope to see you in the future. Um, all right, then I'll just wrap this up. Feel free to visit us on tradingnotice.com. We're hoping to have a live training session by Thursday. If you're in a premium group, it's going to be me, Eunice, and some other trader we have, and it's Raquel. We're going to be doing live trading and bouncing each other's ideas. This is just an introduction to what we do, what is our company philosophy, who are we? Like, oh, everybody knows, oh, whose website is this? It's mine and Eunice and everybody else's. I just want to thank Uncle Ted for being here and showing his knowledge and for being my personal mentor as well and a close friend of mine. That I'm thankful I met him. Thankful he let me be part of this private group, and I'm just thankful. I don't know if you want to add anything else.
Yeah, you're always thankful. It's great. No, I mean, once again, likewise with Ruben and Eunice. I think Ruben really set the tone there, and I'll echo a lot of his sentiments. As you start educating and as you start understanding more about trading, and as you teach newer traders, your trading becomes a lot stronger. So it becomes almost a 360 feedback cycle. So I mean, when Ruben says, ask questions, and really he wants to build it according to you as a trader, it does help him as a trader, and it will just make you better in general. I've seen that with my webinar groups. I mean, my first webinar group was built out of a demand from people just asking me to learn how to trade. I really didn't want to educate people because, I mean, I think Ruben and I have the same philosophies. We were sort of just doing our own thing. And then as you become a stronger trader, people want to learn from you, and you really have to find yourself as an educator instead of a trader. But as you get stronger as an educator, you find that your trading becomes a lot stronger, and it just continues to increase. So I mean, definitely use Ruben as a resource. I mean, like myself, I'm very busy with personal projects right now. I've expanded sort of my reach with things, but I am also available as a resource for Ruben and Eunice. So, I mean, they will reach out to me, and I have a wealth of knowledge. So, I mean, you're in very good hands with both of them. It's just a matter of, choosing your own success and also choosing who you want to work with. Like Ruben said, there are a lot of mentors out there, but just don't get caught up in the MLM hype of what can happen. Work with a trader that you know has the results and that will work with you on a daily basis.
Yes, and yes, I am very thankful for what I've had in my life, and I'm thankful for Ted, and thank you for pitching in and pitching your, not pitching, but like, showing your perspective of trading. This is our contact information. We have a Facebook page at www.facebook.com/trading notice. We're also on Instagram, tradingnotice.com, no, trading at trading notice. We also have a website, and if you want to contact me personally, you can go www.facebook.com/I am Ruben Tinajero. That is my Facebook. I get like 20 messages a day, and I'll respond to all of them. And I'll be nice to you guys, but if you try to sell me any type of MLM, I'll just shut you down right there and be like, I'm sorry, I'm not interested, and I'll just move on. But thank you for joining this webinar. I'm thankful for Ted and Eunice for being a part of here. I hope to see you in the future. We're hoping to have our first live trading webinar Thursday. Hopefully, we do not have any technical issues at that time like we were having today. But I hope to see you in the future. I hope you like this, and this will be recorded. I'll put it up either on YouTube or Dropbox by the time being. And thank you for coming. I will be doing another webinar soon for the premium members. It's a live trading, more of an analysis based, what my philosophy is in trading, my trading plan, my personal stuff, what I go through, like my steps of identifying a trade more in detail. But for the time being, that is it. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.